Good morning, everyone. Let's talk math. Lesson 111. You're so close to being done. This one is not terribly hard. It's called Applications Using Division. When we have division problems, we have three ways to write a remainder. You can write them as a mixed number, meaning a whole number and a fraction. You can write them as a decimal number, or you can write them with the remainder, like R, whatever the remainder is. What you do depends on what question is asked of you. So there are a few examples that we are going to go through that will help us determine how we write our answer. It has to make sense. So example number 1 says 100 students are assigned to 3 classrooms. How many students should be in each class so that the numbers are as balanced as possible? Well, here's what we know. We can't divide a student into pieces, right? So if we do this, we're going to go 100 divided by 3. There are 100 students. Okay. Oh, my sun is too bright. Right back. Okay, there are 100 students, and if you divide those by 3, you're going to get 33, and you're going to have a remainder of 1. Now, it does not make sense to say that in one room there's going to be 33 and 1/3 student, right? That doesn't make sense. So what you're going to have to do is we have one whole student left over. So in one room, you're going to have 33 people. In another room, you're going to have 33 people. And in another room, you're going to have 34 people, because we can't divide that one person into thirds and split them up into all the 3 rooms, right? So in each room, you're going to have 33, 33, and 34. So for that one, it doesn't make sense to have a remainder at all, okay? Let's see what our next one is here. It's the example 2 says Manatee movie tickets cost $8. Jim has $30. How many tickets can he buy? So we have $30 divided by $8. And his is per ticket. $8 per ticket. Okay, so it looks something like this. Okay, now we know that when we have dollars on the top and dollars on the bottom, we can cancel that off. Okay, so now we do the 30 and the 8. I don't know if you can see that, right? The 30 into 8. We know 8 goes into 30 3 times, and that's 24. And we have a 6 here. Now, 6/8 reduces to 3/4. Okay, now he can buy 3 tickets and 3 3/4 tickets. Now, do they sell 3/4 tickets? No. Can he buy more than he has money for? Could he buy 4 tickets? No, because he only has $30. Okay, 4 tickets would cost $32. So he can only buy with his money 3 tickets. So the question was, how many tickets can he buy? We know he can only buy 3 tickets. Okay? He can only buy 3 tickets. It has to make sense. That's what they're talking about in this one. Okay? It would only make sense for him to buy 3 tickets because he does not have enough money to buy 4. Example 3 says 15 children need a ride to the fair. Each car can transport 4 children. How many cars are needed to transport 15 children? So you have 15 children. You're going to divide it by 4 because only 4 children can fit in each car. We know we can go 3, so that's 12, and that's 3, so we have 3 3/4. Now, can we leave anyone out? No, we can't, right? We don't have 3/4 of a car. So how many cars do we need? We know we need 3, and if we have this left over, we know we're going to need 4 cars, okay? 4 cars, because you've got some kids hanging out there and waiting for that last car, these 3 kids, right? And they need a car to go in. So we need 4 cars. So just, you have to listen to what you have to know what the question is to decide how to write your answer from your division problem. Example 4 says, Dale cut a 10-foot board into 4 equal lengths. How long was each of the 4 boards? Now, when we're dealing with measurements, you can have mixed numbers. So if you have, there's 10-foot board, and we're going to divide that by 4, right? Because it said he cut the 10-foot board into 4 equal lengths, okay? We know 4 goes into 10 twice with 2/4 left over, which would equal 1/2. So his boards would be cut into 2.5 feet pieces, okay? 2.5 feet pieces. Makes sense because we're measuring something, and when you measure something, you can have a half, okay? Example 5. Kimberly is on the school swim team. At practice, she swam the 50-meter freestyle 3 times. Her times were 37.53 seconds, 36.90 seconds, and 36.63 seconds. What was the mean of her 3 times? To find mean is like average, right? So we have to add and then we have to divide. So if we take 37.53, 36.90, and 36.63, and we add those up, we're going to get 111.06. Okay, so we're adding these, right? That's our first step. Our second step is to take the answer and divide by the numbers of things we have. So 1, 2, 3 times. So we go 111.06 divided by 3. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to do the division, and you're going to get 37.02. Now, when we do the division for timed events, it makes sense to have a decimal. Okay, if we have a decimal in our dividend, then we're going to have a decimal in our quotient, which is our answer. So if you have a decimal here, you're going to have a decimal here, and that makes sense for this problem that asks us what her average was, what her mean was. Okay, so this lesson is all about seeing what the question is, doing the work, and then seeing what makes sense. Okay, so if you have questions, give me a holler. Let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you. All right, have a good day.